unless you've been living under a rock for a while, what you are now looking at is a Suzuki Vitara, thinly disguised as a Toyota urban cruiser. And here's our impression of this white XR automatic model. The shape is pretty much identical to a Suzuki, but here you get that coveted Toyota badge. Objectively, it's a neat and modern looking design, with interesting light clusters and decent front-wheel drive city SUV proportions. For the record, all of us at Galimoto Media detest black wheels. They make a car look cheap and or nasty. What else? We got the top spec XR automatic model for testing, which currently retails for around 370,000 Rand. All urban cruisers are only available with this 1.5 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine with maximum outputs of 77 kilowatts and 138 newton meters. Claimed average fuel consumption from the 45 litre tank is 6.1 litres per 100. This engine is fairly peppy, but most of its response is robbed by weight or altitude, and in this application, the old-school torque converter automatic gearbox. With just 4 ratios on offer, there are distinct power gaps, like the vast chasm between second and third gear, which can get rather frustrating. Toyota doesn't publish 0 to 100 km/h sprint times, neither does Suzuki, but we recorded a best of 3 runs in 11.8 seconds. It's worth noting that the motor never reaches its indicated 6300 RPM redline, but short shifts at or near its 6000 RPM peak power point. A single emergency brake test from 100 km/h was observed in 3.02 seconds and 39.46 meters. Not bad for a budget crossover. Right. Although it's eager to kick down at highway speeds, which adds a degree of commuting potential, we also noticed a tendency to hunt for those missing ratios, plus the absence of shift paddles, or a volume knob. Oh, and there's a traction control button, but as far as we can tell, no traction control. My colleagues also had severe issues with the cabin lighting. Anyway, on the flip side, this new Toyzuki has great climate control, a modern touchscreen media system, small yet packed trip computer, good passenger space and comfort, as well as decent headlights and a fairly comfy ride. The high beam is a bit mediocre, and fuel consumption will escalate with added weight or altitude. In summary, the new Suzuki Urban Cruiser uses trusty tech and a decent mix of toys and comfort at a great price. However, you should only go for this automatic XR model if you have no other choice, because the manual 1.5, also in a lower spec or from its sister brand, is easier on the pocket and much easier to live with.
Like a Toyota. Oh goodness, what do we have here? Good morning, sir. This is a public road. Okay, there's a dog. Ons is almal skape, ons wat volg die koop die Toyotas.